My mother-in-law invited herself on our honeymoon, so I made sure she ended up somewhere else. Let me rewind. My husband, Trevor, and I had been planning our honeymoon to the Greek islands for 18 months. They say love can conquer anything. But what if the love you're fighting isn't yours? What if it's a mother's love so obsessive, so suffocating, that it becomes a death sentence for her own son? I married the man of my dreams, only to discover his heart, his very life, was already claimed by a monster, and that monster wasn't going to let go. Trevor and I had saved every penny, nearly $8,000, for our dream honeymoon. We'd booked a private villa in Santorini, coordinated time off from our jobs, and sent out save-the-dates a year in advance. Everyone knew our plans. Everyone, apparently, except his mother. 2 weeks before the wedding, she cornered me at the rehearsal dinner. My blood ran cold when I saw her holding up a printed copy of our private travel itinerary. She'd gone through Trevor's email. "You have that entire villa," she said, her smile not quite reaching her eyes. "There's plenty of room for me. Trevor needs someone there who knows him. You two have only been together 3 years. I've known him his whole life." I laughed, because I genuinely thought she was joking. My stomach dropped when I realized she wasn't. I looked at Trevor across the room, laughing with his groomsmen, completely oblivious to the silent battle being waged. He had no idea what was happening, I remember thinking. "We're not bringing parents on our honeymoon," I said, choosing my words carefully. "It's supposed to be just the two of us." Her smile remained, but her eyes were cold, calculating. "Trevor always includes me. We're very close." The next morning, Trevor walked into the room looking defeated. He told me his mom had already booked her flight. "Same airline, same departure time, seat right behind ours," he mumbled. I told her no, he insisted weakly, but she'd already bought the ticket and was crying about feeling excluded from our life together. This wasn't new. I'd noticed the pattern during our engagement, his mother at every dinner reservation, calling during our date nights, even letting herself into our apartment with her key to reorganize our kitchen while we were at work. A cold dread settled over me. This wasn't just a controlling mother, this was a complete lack of boundaries. "If she comes, I don't," I said, my voice barely a whisper, but firm. Trevor looked genuinely torn, trapped between us. "Maybe we could just let her have one day," he pleaded, the guilt already seeping into his voice. "She'll probably get bored and fly home early." My heart pounded, a desperate thrill mixed with sheer terror. I knew this was risky, maybe even a little crazy, but I was so done. So done with her. That afternoon, I called the travel agent. I changed our flights, canceled the Santorini villa, and booked a new one on a small, private island off Croatia, a place that required a 2-hour ferry from the nearest airport. I didn't tell Trevor. Instead, I quietly updated our itinerary in his email to match the new details. His mother's flight landed in Athens. Hours later, by the time she realized we were already in Zagreb, she started calling. A barrage of calls. 37, to be exact. The voicemails progressed from confused, to angry, to outright hysterical. "How could you abandon me? I'm your mother. You did this on purpose." Trevor just stared at his phone, a haunted look in his eyes. "I did," I admitted, my voice shaking. "I agreed. I married you, not her." He didn't speak to me for 2 days after that. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.